2026 is essentially a gap year for Doctor Who, with just one episode airing all the way in December. With 11 months still to go until this episode airs, in today's video I wanted to share 5 things you can do to keep your love for the show alive while you wait for it to return to our screens. Enjoy! Beginning with the obvious, you can rewatch old episodes of the show. Almost 900 episodes of Doctor Who have aired since the series first began back in 1963, so there are plenty to choose from. If, like me, you haven't watched every episode from the classic era, then now is the perfect time to do it, especially with the collection box sets that have been coming out over the past few years. Or if you're more into the post-2005 era of the show, then you have 15 series to revisit, and countless specials. Personally, I plan on rewatching the underrated Series 2 in the spring to mark the 20th anniversary of it first airing. God, I feel old. If instead you want news stories to enjoy, then I'd highly recommend you check out the 9th and 13th Doctor audio dramas that Big Finish have been releasing monthly since last July. These audios see Christopher Eccleston, Jodie Whittaker, Billie Piper and Mandip Gill reprise their roles as the 9th and 13th Doctors, Rose Tyler and Yasmin Khan respectively. I've only listened to the first few stories so far, but I'm really enjoying both series, and I'm loving hearing everyone reprise their roles. For me, the audios genuinely feel like additional episodes in the 9th and 13th Doctor eras, which is helping to bridge this 19-month gap between the reality war and the upcoming Christmas special. The downside, though, is the price. To get just the download versions of all 24 stories, you're looking at spending a minimum of £204, which is quite pricey considering you're only paying for 24-hour-long audio dramas. But if you can afford it and want to immerse yourself in more 9th and 13th Doctor episodes, then it's definitely worth checking out at least a few of these audios. Something else you could do to keep your mind on the show is keep up to date with each issue of Doctor Who magazine, possibly even subscribing if you haven't already done so. I find the magazines are always an interesting read, with a good mix of articles, interviews and features on both the classic era and revival series, not to mention a comic strip and competitions to take part in. With a new magazine every 4 weeks at around £8 per issue, this is an affordable means to stay informed and involved in the Doctor Who community during its extended break. Just make sure you actually read the magazines and don't let them build up into a mountain like I've done. As counterintuitive as it may seem, sometimes the best way to keep your love for a show alive is to completely leave it alone for a few months and engage in another fandom instead. This is basically what I've been doing so far this year, as following the deeply disappointing finale of the War Between the Land and the Sea spin-off last December, I've hardly engaged in the show and have instead been watching other programmes. In particular, I've recently
got obsessed with E4 skins.
By not thinking about Doctor Who for a while, you're less likely to become bored by it, and I think instead will be more hyped for future episodes, due to the programme having a greater absence from your life. You may also end up looking more favourably on the show, forgetting about recent divisive episodes. The reality war. To give you a few recommendations of what to watch this year, I'd suggest you check out Being Human, Black Mirror, Inside Number 9, and Merlin. And finally, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of my videos are Doctor Who themed, So if you want some Doctor Who content to enjoy while you wait for the Christmas special, be sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with my videos. I've already got some interesting plans for later on this year, so hopefully you'll stick around to see them come to fruition. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you'll be doing while Doctor Who is off air, and I will hopefully see you in a future video. Bye!